Voila! Hello. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the Outcast Killer Unemployment Cooking Show. I am Outcast Killer, otherwise known as Mike. It's me. Just enjoying my Saturday. Been looking forward to this day all week because of what I'm going to make is one of my favorite soups that I've never made before, and it's French onion soup. I've been crying all morning. With all the onion cutting and dicing, and I already have things going over here because this show would be an hour and a half, I think it would take, to really kind of get through this whole process here. So I already started my onions, started my broth, and I'm just going to give you a little insight of how I actually did it. And we're going to move right on. This is going to be a good show. Okay, anyway, just having fun. So right now I have in the pan here, I got 3 pounds of onions. 3 pounds, yep. It doesn't, hey, what's going on, Ryan? You made it. Or is that Joy? We don't know. I know Ryan's working his butt off up there. What a 16-hour day. Crazy. Anyway, a lot of conversations on here, remember, they don't kind of come in right away, so on Facebook and Twitch, so it's hard to have that conversation. So if you want to see the whole conversation, just go over to Twitch or go to www.outcastkiller.com and go ahead and click on that streaming now or stream live, and it will take you to Twitch, and then you'll have more of a fluent and frequent conversation that actually is coming in and actually talking to me. Hey, we got a thumbs up. All right, hey, look at that. See, I got it to work. Anyway, so the French onion soup is one of my favorites, and I've never made this before. So I have 3 pounds of onions going over here. I have 4 cups of beef broth, 1 cup of chicken or beef stock because you get a little more richer flavor, is what I've been told, and 1 cup of chicken stock. And then I added some carrots, some celery, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of thyme, and I have that simmering over here on the pot. So that's going to be basically our structure of our soup. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to make a roux that we could throw into the onions, into the soup, and it actually makes it a little bit more thicker. So as of right now, let me show you what I got going over here. So I got my onions, and they're getting there. And you want to you don't want to cook, you don't want to burn these. You just kind of want to get these things going here. You want to get them nice and brown, and they're getting there. They're almost there. Probably 10 minutes or so more will be really underway on that. And over here, like I said, I do have the chicken stock. I got all my nice ingredients in there, and you just kind of just let this go. Bring that to a boil and then simmer it, and that's what I'm doing. So what's going on, Kevin? How you doing? So over here I got my butter, and what we're going to do first, actually I need a spoon. We're going to add a little bit of flour to this butter over here, okay? And that's going to actually just make it into a roux. Maybe we'll go 2. I'm not sure on the actual mixtures on any of this, the ratios, but we'll see how this works out. I should have used a little bigger pan is what I'm thinking now, but we'll see. You know, maybe this will work. Hey Pam, good morning. How are you? Glad you're on Twitch over there. Middle Rage is over on Twitch. Nice. Actually showing up and showing, you know, everything that he created here, showing up today. First time we get to see the comment from a Middle Rage. So, this is looking really, a little bit more. I think a little bit more. About right there. So anyway, other ingredients that I have some vermouth. I have a little bit of sherry, because that's kind of one of the more important ingredients in this thing. It just adds flavor, and that's all you're really kind of doing. You want to get them depth, you know, when you take that first bite of that soup, and you just want a little some layers. You know, you don't really want it really watery, but you want to have some like consistency that, you know. French onion is my favorite, so I do have some Gruyere cheese lined up for this with a little mixture of some Gouda. You can do whatever you want, really. It's up to you. This is looking a little good. See how it kind of separates when you move that, and it kind of just sticks up a little bit. Just a little. Anyway, I'm gonna find onions all over this house. Like it was a hey pastry, how are you? The roux, right? The roux looks good. We're gonna throw this all in this, and we'll see how this all comes out. We're gonna give this a few more minutes here. These things are really browning up now. It's gonna be pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, how's everyone's Saturday going? Things going on with me. Just looking for work. And that's pretty much all you can do. Just try and enjoy a little bit of this life that I have. I ended up getting a couple new toys this week. I'll explain to you this later. That's about it, man. I built this whole fence for my gate, for my community here, to keep us safe, keep people from jumping over the gate. That was my week so far. Not much. Just really kind of been thinking about this soup. Like someone kind of mentioned to me the other day, we were talking about soups on the gaming, and I was like, hey, what's your favorite soup? I'm like, French onion soup, man. Cheese. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make that. Chrissy, if you're out there, I'm gonna be making that tostada. I was gonna make a tostada this weekend. But I changed it up because I got excited because we've been really having some cold days, but then all of a sudden this heat wave came by and oh man, it's like 80 degrees, 84. It's ridiculous. I might actually go play some frisbee today with Greg at the beach. It's gonna be a good day. And I'm gonna have some soup. I haven't ate breakfast yet, so I'm not sure how this is all gonna work out. So as this thing is kind of really going, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a little hole in the middle here. Right, and what I'm going to do is add some fresh chopped garlic, just like so. And I'm going to save a little bit of this garlic, just a little bit. I just have a little cupful. There's not much in there left, but we're going to use that for our bread. Sorry about that. You guys can hear me okay? Everything's good in life? Yeah. And then you're just going to get this thing going. You get this all boom, boom, boom. Get this in there and let this go for another minute or so. And turn that up a little bit. Let me get this nice and yeah, really good color. I love onions. Actually going to be making some pierogies this week. Looking forward to that. I may have pierogies forever. Just enjoying it. Okay, so anyway, let's go over to your table cam here, the pan cam. Here we are, and these are the ingredients that I got. I got the vermouth, I got the sherry. You're supposed to use extra dry, so what I'm going to do is only use you're supposed to use 2 or 3 tablespoons of sherry. I'm going to use about 2, maybe 3, of sherry, and then a little bit from my neighbor Bob. Actually gave me some vermouth, which is awesome. I appreciate you, Bob, if you're out there watching. And that's pretty much it. One thing I'm going to add right now real quick before I go any further. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese into the, into the beef stock. And that's going to add just a little bit of a salty flavor. It's going to be delicious. So I just have a little bit left in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw that all in there. I just figured out, so how can I use this? And they're like, oh, throw some Parmesan cheese in here into your soup. So I'm going to do that and get that all going there. So that's going good. So we got our onions looking really good, and our roux is, I think our roux is good. Maybe a little more flour. Ran into Dave Flower this week, which was really cool. He kind of watched some of my stream the other day. Appreciate Dave if you're out there. Hope everything's well for you. We had a nice little conversation. It was fun talking to him. Trying to get him on some video games again, but he said he retired because he's not good enough. But you know, the game that he was watching me play wasn't the real way to play. So he said he was a camper. It's a camping game that I play. Ask Shereen, she knows. She watched me play for hours, and I sit in a bush. Anyway, all right. So that looks, it looks a little bit better, a little thicker. You just want that thick, you want that thick. And then we're gonna turn this all up. Right now, I do have the oven going for 450 degrees, and what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna use that over here on this bread, on the cam. The bread. So what you're going to do on your bread, and what I'm going to do is just actually go ahead and stick it on here, and so we can get these going. I don't know if you can see that. I do have that to that. You're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil all over these. A fly just landed on, little mini fruit fly landed on one of those. I'm a little pissed off about that. All right, anyway. A little bit of garlic salt. So you want that little bit of saltiness on this. And always just making and you could actually rub fresh garlic or something on here, and that would make it really nice too. But you just want really some solid croutons. So I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 5 minutes. Get those nice toasty. That's what you're supposed to do with toast. You make it toasty. And I'm going to set a timer so I don't forget about this and cook the shit out of them. And like I said, 450 degrees. Now, one thing I do have a problem with is, because I want more dishes. That's what I want to do. I want more plates in my life. I want a ton of. I just love doing dishes. I love cleaning this whole kitchen every week just for this show. I mean, I'm just starting to enjoy it. It's becoming that's what I do, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I don't have a broiler, and my broiler never worked in my oven, which is very unfortunate. I wonder if I could just light it. I've never tried. I don't know. So you can melt the cheese. So I'm going to try a couple different things to melt this cheese, and we'll see if it actually ends up working out or not. I'll turn on a toaster oven and we'll go from there. I was thinking about doing a whole little episode because, the Super Bowl is going to be coming up here pretty soon, and maybe just some little things that you could do out of your air fryer. So I've been kind of thinking about things like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Maybe a whole air fryer episode. I don't know. Okay, so that looks amazing. The roux is done. These are, I'm going to say 5 more minutes on these. 5 more minutes. Just, you want them nice and dark. You want them caramel. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love onions. I love it when it's like that. Use extra plates. Yeah, you gotta have extra plates. I don't know. Anyway. So now I have my toaster oven. I have a 500 degree oven, and it's about 80 degrees outside. I'm going to start to sweat. It's going to get hot in this kitchen. So the bread that I used was this, where's it at? I lost my bread. Well, anyway, it's like a baguette. I don't know where it's at. Oh, here it is. It's like a baguette kind of a deal. For a long baguette, and you want to cut this diagonal. You want to cut it really thick. And when you cut the onions, for this soup, what you want to do is you want to go long ways. You don't want to chop the onion. You want to go long ways. Like the round of the onion. So it adds a little bit more consistency over this. That's what I'm told now. So I don't know. I've never made this before, so we'll see. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? We'll see. So let me do this. now I'm going to take the roux, and I'm just going to add this in here. This is a great color. I'm going to add all this in here. And then I'm going to stir this all up. That's a great color. That's great. Great color. Do that. Add that in there. And then what you're going to do is just start adding your sherry. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. Sorry, I added the roux into there. So now this is what you got with right here. And then you're going to add some sherry. I don't know if that's enough or not. And then we're going to do the vermouth. And like I said, these are going to add just different flavors to it. So we'll see what happens. And just a little bit of vermouth. And then you're going to mix this all up. And get this all going. Like I said, you could use up to 8 ounces or 8 cups of broth. I've used 5. So we'll see how this comes out. And that's use steak broth, or whatever it is. It's called beef broth, beef stock, and chicken stock. I'll get it out. It just takes a minute. You don't have to use your brain all week, and then this is when you have to use it. It's kind of tough. Anyway, do that. Add a little bit of salt. Throw that in there, just like that. And now what you want to do is just go ahead and take your strainer. You want to take your beef broth, and you want to beef stock, and add that in there. The beef stock has been cooking for, I'd say, I want to say about 30 minutes or so. I think that's where it's at. Let's see here. Yeah, all right. Glad you could join us, Pam. Appreciate it. Treat. And then we're gonna go ahead and shut this heat off. And then this is our soup, man. This is it. You just want to. I guess you just keep stirring it. Tell me at this point. Let's see here. I'm kind of nervous. Do I try it, like, just to see, or do I want to wait until I get into the onion? I don't know. I watched a couple of videos about people doing this. Some guy, Pierre or Jean-Luc or whoever, good guy to watch, fun to watch. Just told him make a mess out of all this stuff. Another thing you want to add, and he actually added a little bit of soy sauce, and it won't give you that like Chinese taste, or you know what I mean. Soy sauce just adds a little bit of flavor to it, so I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor. Why not, right? Maybe grab something out of here. Hopefully it says, "Hi, Cindy, how you doing?" Also, what I have here. There we go. 5 minutes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let those go for another 2 minutes because they can. Because you really want a nice crispy crouton to go into the soup, and it should be amazing. Anyway, all right. So now I have some soy sauce in here. This stuff is starting to bubble. You don't want it to boil or anything like that, so you just keep it down at a medium low, I'd say, heat. And you get this beautiful color, man. Look at that color. Beautiful. I have to try it, man. I have to. I don't know what else to do. I'm just curious if this is actually going to be edible, because this would be a lot of soup. Let me get just one onion. If I could get one onion, it's not going to happen. Oh, there we go. And let's just shut that off. Sorry, guys, that's probably loud. All right, here we go. Horrible. A little bit of salt. Try that. Nice. I'm not getting that all on my shirt. That's sweet. All right. So it's not horrible. It's not what I was hoping for, though. Maybe it was the roux. expected it to be a little more, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. Anyway, maybe it's the cheese. Maybe that'll help out. And we'll go from there. Okay. All right, Cindy. Yeah, so I am making a French onion soup since you just kind of joined up. Go back and watch the video, and you'll see what I am making. So here I am. What I'm going to do now, we'll see if this will work. I'm not sure. Let's pull out. And actually, you know what you can do is add a little bit more time. Maybe that's what I need in there. Just a little. Just a little more time. That's all we need is just a little bit more time. Who says that? Anyway. There we go. We're just going to leave this go. It's a boiling. We don't want it to boil. Just let this really probably sit for a good 20 minutes or so. And it's probably just letting the flavors kind of all, you know, they got to meet each other. This is like the first time they met each other, and they're just kind of getting together. And they're like, hey, I'm on some of you. So that's what you're looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and add some pepper into the soup because we didn't add any. And that's a lot of pepper. I think that's what it needed. Supposed to have some pepper in there. And throw that all in there nice. And like that. That looks great. And we're going to taste because now I'm a little curious if I'm getting some of those. No, that's good. That's getting better. That is getting better. All right. Oh yeah. You needed the pepper. Hi Valerie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. It's a lot of pepper, yeah. Right? You want that peppery taste you want? I mean, it really adds a lot of soup, so it wasn't really that much. I'm glad you showed up, Valerie. Thanks for hanging out. I'm making a French onion soup today. Go back, watch the video. Go to my website, www.outcastkiller.com. Go to Middle Ridge. Check out our merch. We got t-shirts. We got everything you need there. Here we go. So, bread is done. Let's pull the bread out. I'm going to try to pull it out with my hands. That would not have been good. And voila. What you're looking for, nice crispy bread. And because what's going to end up happening with this bread, it is going to get soggy on you, right? Because you're throwing it in the soup. So you take your little bowl here. Got a little bowl. And you know what I don't have anymore? And I don't know what happened to it. Is actually like a cup. Not a cup, but a spoon that doesn't have holes in it. I think that's what I need to buy. All right. Anyway, so I got a measuring cup here, so I'll just use this. See how many we can put in here. Oh yeah, just like that. We got 3 cups in there of some French onion soup. Going back over to the table, and we build. So we got our soup, taking our bread, throwing our bread, just like that. That's weird, it makes a popping noise. 3 pieces of bread and cheese. And you don't want to be stingy about the cheese. I say that is a very important part of the process, and just like so. And you want it to go over the bowls, because I don't know if you ever had French onion soup. You like it when it's that cheese on the bowl and you get that cheese. It's so good. So anyway, we're going to add a little bit more cheese. And I'm going to have to bake this for 5 minutes. So you got me for 5 minutes. We'll see how this comes out. Oh, yeah. See how that works. I'm really not sure if that's going to work. I really need to get the broiler fixed on my oven, throw it in there and be done. If any of my friends want to come by and actually have some soup, I have a ton of soup here. So I do plan on having a couple bowls this week and go from there, but more than welcome. I want you to come here. I would like to deliver you the soup, but how do you deliver French onion soup? You just really can't. Like, you give them all the ingredients and here, go cook it yourself. Come to my house, Killian, Chris. You guys are more than welcome. Come by, hang out, get some soup. Cherie, why don't you come over and have some soup? And look at see. Hide that. So I just go all black. I could go like this. Or big, you know, tie it up here. This is how some people do it in California. No. Okay, anyway, choking. Anyway, so there you have it. You have the soup going. We'll see how this thing comes out. And then what you can do is just kind of leave this kind of going and simmering and just getting a little bit better as it's done. I have it on a very low heat. Maybe just shut it off and just let it sit there. That's actually going to be the soup. We'll see how this comes out with the cheese. A little nervous about it. We will see. What I think is going to end up happening is, because I'm using this conventional oven, whatever this thing is over here, I'm pointing to it. I just don't know if it's going to brown it right. It looks like it's doing some things. I do have another plan just in case, but I don't know if that's actually going to work either. So there are a lot of tricks and treads when you don't have a broiler, which I don't know. Like, it just stopped working on me. So maybe I need a new oven. I can talk to the landlord and see if I get a new oven. All the work it and I have a cooking show. I need a broiler. This conventional oven thing just doesn't work. It's funny that you say that, because in the extreme backup, I do have the blowtorch ready, which doesn't work. I don't know why. Stupid. Just won't do it. It won't do it. I don't, you know what I don't understand too? I was gonna look for something. Like, you know, you could light it with a but it just won't stay lit. Doesn't make sense. Gas is coming out, but it won't stay lit. Probably some kind of physics thing going on there. Maybe I have to light it down below. I don't know. But this was my plan just in case. But it's not going to work. That was my plan. Use the blowtorch. Be done with it. The dude kind of suggested, use your blowtorch. Yeah, you can use blowtorch, but the stupid thing stopped working. Whatever. You know why it stopped working? Because it was made in China. Because we can't make that part either here in America. I'd take that job. I'll make that job. Anyway. Alright. Oh yeah. It's burning. It's looking good. 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Sorry, I just had to check that out. You know what would be really good too with it? You can actually make a grilled Swiss cheese. So you have it on the side. Might be too much cheese for Pam, but you could try it. You know, you just never know. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry about that. So yeah, so this is the toaster oven I have it in right now. I got the soup going over here. Soup was okay. I mean, hey, I think it's going to be really good. So we're going to let this cook for about 2 more minutes here, and we're going to give it a try. Now, it's going to be impossible to eat. I have a feeling that it's just going to be impossible to eat. It's just going to be too hot. I mean, taking it from there to the oven to this, I mean, when I put the bread into the soup, it freaking fried. So this is going to be like, kill your mouth, kill your taste buds for the rest of the week. I'm going to have plenty of soup. Oh, okay, I got an email. Right, for a job that ain't even out there. That's what happened to me twice now. Interviewed twice for the same company. They want me, but they're not sure about me. They don't get it. Stop making this hard. Like, you know, let's get people back to work. That's all we want. We just want our lives back. 25 years, all down the drain. That's all it was. Everything I ever done, gone. So now I'm a cook. Maybe Maybe I should just become a cook. I don't know. They get paid well. Anyway, there we go. I think we're good. I think we're at our point. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. See, that's a smile there. That's when I do something right. I'm going to bring you over to the range cam just so you can see this beautiful piece of French onion soup if I don't drop it. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now what you do is you could add some color on it. You know, people use chives. But, you know, because it's such a bland color, right? It's just, do some parsley, throw a little bit more thyme on it for presentation purposes, and voila, we are there. Sorry, that's all I got. Yeah, it's hot. Everything's hot. And it's a hot day, and it's like, I really want this soup. Like, really, I'm not going to eat this soup for, like, until it's cold. Like, nights are 53 degrees, or 55, or 58 degrees. But right now, it's really not that cold outside, so the soup was a better idea on, So we're going to let this cool down for about 20 seconds more, and I'm going to try to eat this. And then the problem is like, you know, like how I like to take that bite with you guys, like right here. I'm not sure how to do it. I do. I could take the camera off and bring it over, but it's not going to work. So, anyway, we're just going to, no matter what I do, it's not going to, actually, you know what I can do? We'll use a plate, a cold plate, to put the hot plates on. And that burned me. That's the fun of cooking. Then we're going to go over to this person cam. And then I don't need the glove anymore. And we're going to come up to you guys. Just, oh shit. That's not good. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. I do not want to be that close. Do not. And you can't eat this with a fork. Bad call. Hold on. You need a spoon. We need to make another dish. Did I have a spoon? I did have a spoon. Oh, here's the spoon. That spoon. I can save the dish. Okay, the spoon's fucking hot because it was near the thing of the oven. So everything's hot. And yeah, this is what it is. You got your bread. You got your hold on. You got your soup. So I'm not really sure if I can hold this because it's hot and I'm just worried that I'm going to dump this thing, but you guys get the idea. I'm going to blow on it. Are we allowed to blow on food anymore? I mean, I guess you're not sharing, so it's only your secret. You can do it with the cake, so there we go. Oh, I'm getting it a little higher. That is just ridiculously hot. There's just no way. I'm gonna burn the fucking shit on myself. This is gonna be crazy. That's good. Bread a little overcooked. I think I got a little too crunchy on there. Got a little burnt taste on it. So cooking the bread little at 5 minutes is probably better than the 7 or 8 minutes that I did. It's not real burnt, but I mean it's a nice crispy piece. It's still, yeah, might have been a little burnt. It's delicious. I mean, I'm drawing my leg. thank you guys for suffering through this one. Watch me take a bite. It took like 3 minutes to fucking take a bite. Now, I did add a chicken stock. I don't know if I would have done the chicken stock next time because I think that's what I'm kind of tasting in there. But it's not bad. There is actually a vegetarian dish too that you can do with this soup. It's not bad. I mean, hope you're enjoying my show. 30 minutes. That's it. That's all I want of your life. Free Saturday. I appreciate you guys coming in. I like you to subscribe and like and all that other good stuff. I am streaming on YouTube. I am streaming on Twitch. I am streaming on Facebook Live. Like the comic. Comment. Thank you. Subscribe. Like my YouTube channel, Middle Rage. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Episode 34. One day this will end. One day. We've got another 3 more months of this pandemic and it's going to be over. Vaccines are being put out. They're working. The new strain is out there. Going faster for some odd reason. It's like, oh, it's contagious because it's everywhere. I did have a little complaint though. One of my neighbors, 2 of my neighbors actually got COVID now. One, totally awesome. Just totally put herself, confined herself, made sure she looked aware to everybody, made sure she told everybody, made sure she stayed to herself. Love her for it. Neighbor guy right here, comes out of his house, not wearing a mask. Oh, I think I got COVID. I'm like, what? I'm waiting for a negative test. Standing 6 feet away from me and stuff, but it was just the fact that he came out of the house without wearing his mask. That, I was far away, don't get me wrong, but you just don't do that in a communal living. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, how stupid? Am I stupid for being here? That's the question. So I'm living next to this fucking stupid neighbor that comes out, goes to the store, like he just walks up to the store, like, then carries a mask. Like, you shouldn't even fucking go to, come on. There's 2 of them in the house too. They're like, the girlfriend can go or something. This is ridiculous. What do you do? One of your favorites, Joe. We make this for you. I don't know. Be careful. Be cautious. Probably lost a couple viewers over that rant. But be cautious out there. We're almost through this, guys. Maybe summer we'll have one. A year. Last year was a year without a concert. Maybe this year we'll get some in October is what they're talking about. Maybe my job will come back in June. Maybe. Lots of maybes. Maybe I'll get unemployment again. That'd be all great. See. All right. That's my show. Sorry about the rants at the end. Here I am. French onion soup. Try it. If you have any questions, comment. I will help you out with this recipe. I think you'll find a better one online though. It's actually getting better though. That's the thing. It just gets better because it's all the flavors. I just don't think it was all incorporated. That's all it was. It's just like, because you gotta let it cook. And when things sit, it gets a lot better. More better. Hey Heather, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming in. Just got done making a French onion soup. I hope you go ahead and take a look at this video. It'll be on my Facebook page. Unemployment Cooking Show. Make cooking fun again. That's what this is all about. Sam the cooking guy says it. I say it. You want to support those local restaurants, but the problem is like, how do I go and get to-go food for $20 that you can bring it home and you eat it? Like, come on, really? Like, really? Like, it's just the hard sell. Like, I'm gonna come here and have a margarita. It's $10 for a margarita. You can buy all the ingredients for margaritas for $10, $12, and you're making like 20 of them. So we just need to get everything going again, and that's all we need to do, so we can spend our money so we can support this economy. So stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks for joining me. Looks like people are starting to show up now. Let's just keep going, keep ranting. I made a French onion soup today, guys. It came out absolutely amazing. 3 pounds of onions, I cried all morning. It's really good. It's just like getting better. And that's what the fun part is. Be safe, guys. Thank you for everything. And Maestro, you know what to do.